Good morning. Today is December the 18th, 2022. As you can see, I'm still going through, or my body is still going through the issue I was talking about yesterday, and therefore another standing video. I've got my stool here to give me some balance, and we'll go. A couple of things I was going to talk about, and I decided, since I just stepped on the scale and it's been a month since a month ago I clocked in at 138, which I think I already told you guys that didn't sit well with me, and I today scaled myself at 142, 42, 43, depending on I had some coffees. And I thought that I would get into how I did it, because the one thing which I find interesting is that most people have an opposite weight issue than others. Mine is I've told you already, but it's a muscle atrophy. It's a less ability, less exercise that I'm doing, the less I'm just doing. Apart from errands and chores and groceries and all that kind of stuff, I just don't have a lot of energy, stamina to do a lot, including now sitting. But we already got into that yesterday. Anyways, my point is how I did it. And how I did it is I bumped up my carbs, which I think I already told you. When I say bump up my carbs, I'm not sure I've ever told you exactly how I bumped them up, but it really comes down to as simple as having a bagel and cheese. It is what it is. And to me, it's kind of fascinating in both that it's working for me, that's the one thing, but why people would have weight issues in the opposite direction of my weight issues, um, overconsumption. Because I'm, kid you not, and I'm not doing this as a pat on the back and aren't I grand. It has nothing to really do with that. I still find myself, even having that bagel with cheese, it's never because I'm hungry per se. It's more because I don't want to be under 140. It's as simple as that. And I think about what I've eaten, and it's like, you know what? If I calculate, and for me, it's always rough calculations. It's not scaling everything, weighing things out. I'm not that fanatic. I used to be back in the day, actually, more for muscle building, but now that I don't care if it's muscle building or it's fat growth. I just psychologically don't want to be under 140. And as you can tell, not being under 140 puts a smile on my face. I don't know. It's been a month, like I said, since I've been going on this bumping up the carbs. It's been actually longer than that, but there are times when I'm just so not hungry, and forcing myself, for lack of a better term, to eat just doesn't work for me. I know there are other people in a similar circumstance, and I'm glad that my body is in tune enough to be aware of my energy, carb, calorie intake, but it's not aware of my psychological trauma of being under 140. But when I say trauma, obviously I'm kidding about it in the sense of I don't want to be 140, but if I am, I'm okay because I know how to reverse it. Apparently, I think I'm showing it. Um, well, I'll show you. I think I'm showing it. This is me at 142. Just why am I saying like a Frankenstein because I'm not Frankenstein. I just want to show you that this is my 142 bod, and maybe in the future, if I fall again, if I start weighing in at under my goal, then we'll see. I wonder. I'll say it out loud. I wonder if I can ever get back to 150. I probably could. I mean, it's very easy to gain the weight, kinda. Although it's taken me a month to put on what 4, 5 pounds. And I'm still Imperial System. Although I don't think it's called Imperial anymore. That's what I mean. That I'm old. So to me, it's still the Imperial System versus the metric system. And being Canadian, I'm the hybrid of getting both. For me, traveling is still miles, not Ks, but I do understand the Ks. You kind of have to if you're on the road in Canada. You kind of need to know the Ks. But I still, there's an aside for you. Anyways, my point is that carbs seem to be the trick. It's interesting. Back in the day when I was more interested in being leaner, and it kind of makes sense. We're talking 30 years ago where they had the fat makes you fat. I'm sort of glad that they've changed the science on it. And I'm sure the science was always there, but as science goes, you need to do experimentation. You need to have you need to live something out before you realize, wait, I mean, back in the day, they were actually pushing carbs versus fat, and everyone got fatter. Now that they're pushing the protein and the fats without the carbs, people are still getting fatter because they're still doing the carb intake, as my 4 to 5 pounds has shown. Maybe not. At least that's what's going on in my head. Anyways, a bit of a shorter one today. The standing is taking it out of me a bit, but it's okay. I was able, as you saw, to do a couple of paces without my cane, and that's 2 thumbs up for me. Anyways, that's what's going on behind the patch this morning. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Have a good one.